Hello class 7, how are you all? So last time we studied about mouth and esophagus, yes, and different kind of teeth. We had gone through different kind of teeth. Do you remember? Yes. Now we will study, in this class we will study the remaining different part of digestive tract. Okay. But before we start, let's revise about esophagus. Yes. So as you can see in the picture, esophagus is actually a tube-like structure. Yes, esophagus is a tube-like structure. Am I right? Yes. And what is the length of esophagus? Do you remember, kids? Yes. The length of esophagus is around 30 centimeter. Am I right? And what are present inside the esophagus, inside the food pipe? Muscles. Yes, muscles are present in esophagus. What is the function of muscles? What is the work of muscle? Muscles help to push down the food. Muscles push down, muscles gently push down the digested food. That is that food which is broken down by your teeth. It is pushed down by muscles. Okay, and how does it happen? It happens due to the vibration of muscles. Yes, due to the vibrational movement of esophagus. Yes, inside the esophagus vibration occur, means rhythmic contraction and relaxation occur of muscles. Because of it, food push down. This movement is called peristalsis. Yes, this movement, vibrational movement inside your food pipe, inside your food esophagus, this vibrational movement is known as peristalsis, and it occur in all digestive tract. It occurs in all digestive tract. Means peristalsis movement also occur in stomach, small intestine, large intestine. Okay, and which juices are released by food pipe? No juice. That's why there is no digestion take place in esophagus. Remember, there is no digestion take place in esophagus. It helps only to push down food. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the new topic. Okay, kids. So first of all, what do? We, with the help of teeth, we cut, bite and grind the food. We cut, bite and grind the food. Yes, am I right? First of all, we cut, bite and grind the food with the help of teeth. Then saliva, which is secreted by salivary gland, which is present in our mouth. Salivary gland, which is present in our mouth. Saliva gland secretes saliva. Saliva, what is saliva? What is saliva? Saliva is a fluid juice, you can say hormone or you can say chemical. Okay, and what is the work of saliva? Saliva help to digest the food. Okay, saliva help to digest the food. It mix with the food, chewed food. Okay, it mixed with chewed food and digest. And what is the work of tongue? Tongue help to swallow the food. Because of tongue, the food pass through esophagus. The food passes through food pipe. Okay, and due to peristalsis movement in food pipe, due to the peristalsis movement in food pipe, it goes into stomach. Now we will study about stomach. You can see the picture of stomach, clear picture. What is the shape of stomach? It is J-shaped. Yes, J for jug. It is J-shaped, thick-walled bag. Yes, it is just like bag, having thick wall. Okay, means it is strong. Okay, and stomach is the widest part of alimentary canal. Yes, remember, kids. It is the widest, widest. Yes, it is large in size. Okay, large in volume. Okay, large in volume. That's why you can eat everything, whatever, any kind of sweet, any kind of spicy food. Okay, it store the food. Okay, It receives food at one end from the food pipe and open into the small intestine from the other end. One end of small intestine is connected to stomach and one end of food pipe is connected to stomach. Okay? Upper end of stomach is connected to food pipe, means stomach, and lower end of stomach is connected to small intestine. So point number 1, it is J-shaped organ. It is muscular J-shaped organ, means it is made of muscles. Stomach is made of muscles. It is J-shaped organ. Point number 2, it is the widest part of alimentary canal. Point number 3, it receives food from food pipe and it helps to digest it, chew it. And few points I am going to tell you more about stomach in next slide. Okay, let's move on the next slide. Okay kids, so stomach churns the food to mix digestive system. Yes, it churns the food, means it mix continuously, rapidly, using different kind of digestive juice. Okay, the food in the stomach is churned into semi-solid. Yes, so you know how do we make buttermilk? How do we make buttermilk at home? Buttermilk, chaach, how do we make? By churning process. Yes, you know, we right in modern time we use a small simple machine which help to mix the curd and convert it into buttermilk. In the same way, churning occur in our stomach. So stomach churns the food to mix digestive juice. The food in the stomach is churned into semi-solid. Yes. So due to churning, due to mixing of food using digestive juice, it converts into semi-solid. Food converts into semi-solid. Okay, the churned semi-solid food is called chyme. Yes, remember this food is called chyme. Okay, this semi-solid food after churning, this food is called chyme. And which juice is secreted by the wall of stomach? Gastric juice. Yes, this digestive juice, gastric juice, which help in churning. This gastric juice help mixing the food. So gastric juice is secreted from the wall of stomach and mixed with the food. Gastric juice contains some enzymes and hydrochloric acid. What are the things present in gastric juice? In gastric juice, enzymes are present and hydrochloric acid is present. Yes, dear kid, hydrochloric acid is very dangerous acid. Yes, it kills the bacteria which comes with food. It kills the bacteria. Yes, hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria. Okay, now we will study about small intestine. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, so we know that about stomach, upper end of stomach is connected to food pipe and lower end of stomach is connected to small intestine. And in stomach, semi-solid food is prepared. Semi-solid food is known as chyme. Okay, chyme, and it happens due to gastric juice, because gastric juice, the wall of stomach secrete gastric juice which contains enzyme and hydrochloric acid. Enzyme help to digest it and convert into semi-solid, and hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria which comes with the food. Okay, now small intestine, and lower end of stomach is connected to small intestine. Okay, the food leaves the stomach at certain interval of time and enter into small intestine. Yes, after some time the food from stomach travels and goes into small intestine. So small intestine receives food from stomach. Okay, small intestine is the longest part of digestive system. It is very surprising thing that it is very surprising that the name of intestine is small, but it is long in length. Long in length. Okay, what is the length of small intestine? 20 feet. But its diameter is small. That's why we call it small intestine. Why do we call it small intestine? Because of its diameter. Its diameter is small. The length is long. It's long in length. Such. Okay, but diameter is small. So what is the length? 20 feet. 20 feet is the length of small intestine. 20 feet, I think around 7 meter. Okay, so 7 meter is the actual length. Okay, and this length is actually, we are talking for an adult human, means whose age is more than 18. Okay, and it is coiled, means it is just like snake. You know, snake becomes coiled shape. So small intestine is highly coiled tube. Yes, you can see in the picture. Can you see? So it consists of 3 parts. Okay, we can divide small intestine into 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. You no need to remember. If you want to remember these 3 names, you can remember. If you don't want to remember, no need to remember. Okay, but these names are very easy. DJI, you can remember easy. DJI, or you can say IDJ. Okay, DJI. D means duodenum, J means jejunum, I means ileum. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Kids, actually I want to provide you something extra knowledge. That's why I have written these names. Okay, so small intestine, it is 20 feet. Okay, and it also digests different kind of food with the help of different juices. Okay, now let's talk about the juices which help to digest the food. Okay, it's some more points I am going to tell you about small intestine, but before it, one more point I want to tell you about the stomach. Okay, remember, do you remember that saliva? Okay, saliva actually convert starch into sugar. Yes, remember? Do you remember starch is converted into sugar due to saliva? Yes, and in stomach, the digestive juice which are present in stomach, they convert protein into simpler substance. Yes, they convert protein into simpler substance. Okay, and if I talk about small intestine, in small intestine different juices are present, and liver also secrete a juice which is known as bile juice, which comes in small intestine. Yes, and bile juice is stored in a small sac, sac, in a small pocket of liver. Remember kids, liver secrete bile juice. Which juice is secreted by liver? Bile juice is secreted by liver, which is stored in a small sac, small pocket, which is known as gallbladder. And what is the work of bile? It digests the fat. Bile plays an important role in digestion of fat. These are not written, but I'm telling you, you can write down. Okay, I have not written, but you can write. Remember, bile digests fat. Where is bile stored? Bile is stored in gallbladder. G-A-L-L, gall. B-L-A-D-D-E-R, bladder. G-A-L-L, gall. B-L-A-D-D-E-R, bladder. Okay, remember it. And one more point, pancreas. Pancreas just present below the stomach, which secrete pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice is secreted by pancreas, which help to digest Carbohydrate, fat and protein. Yes, carbohydrate, fat, protein is digested by pancreatic juice, which is secreted by pancreas. Remember it. Okay, remember. Pancreatic juice is secreted by pancreas. Okay. Then what happens? Some intestinal juice, some juices are also present in small intestine, which convert fat into fatty acid, and glycerol, and protein into amino acid, and sugars and carbohydrate into simple sugar such as glucose. I am again telling you, okay, to the point you can write down. I am again telling you, to the point you can write down. Point number 1, line number 1, please write down. Okay, line number 1, write down. Bile juice is stored in a small sac called gallbladder. Bile juice is stored in a small sac called gallbladder. Gallbladder is present in liver. Gallbladder is present in liver. Okay. Next point. Bile juice help to digest the food. Bile juice help to digest the food. Okay. Next point. Point number 2. Please write down. Pancreas contains pancreatic juice. Pancreas contains pancreatic juice, and it is present just below the stomach. Pancreatic juice, the spelling of pancreatic juice, Pancreatic. Okay? Pancreatic juice. It is secreted by pancreas. Okay? It goes into small intestine and it digests carbohydrate, fat and protein. Carbohydrate, fat and protein. Okay? Point number 3. Point number 3. Intestinal juice. Intestinal. Intestinal juice, which are present in small intestine. They also help to digest forward. They also digest. Write down please. Fat converts into fatty acid and glycerol. Carbohydrate converts into sugar, simple sugar such as glucose. Protein convert into amino acid. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Next topic is large intestine. The digested food enter into large intestine after small intestine. Yes. And what is the length of large intestine? 1.5 meter. Okay. And the large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. Remember kids, the diameter of small intestine is small. That's why we call it small intestine. But the diameter of large intestine is large. That's why we call it large intestine. Okay. And the length of large intestine is just 1.5 meter, while the length of small intestine is 7 meter, around 7 meter. Okay. So the digested food enter into large intestine after small intestine, and the large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. It is about 1.5 meter length. Okay. Then what happens? Its function is to absorb water and some salt. Remember, what is the function of large intestine? To absorb water and some salt. This is the function. And then remaining waste passes into rectum. The remaining waste passes into rectum and remain there for some time as a semi-solid feces. The fecal matter is removed through the anus. Time to time, this is called egestion. Okay. So its work is to absorb some salt and water. Yes, remember. You can write down. Point number 1. Write down, please write down. Point number 1 you can write. Large intestine absorb salt and water. Okay. Point number 2 you can write. The remaining waste pass from large intestine into rectum. Yes, rectum store for some time, and in the form of semi-solid. Then what happens? It passes through anus time to time. This process is known as egestion. 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 Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Now we will talk about the digesting process, digestion in grass-eating animals, digestion in herbivores like cow, buffalo, okay, goat, sheep. How do they digest the food? None of the animal can digest cellulose, which is a major component of food eaten by herbivores. I no need to tell you about cellulose because you know about it and you must have studied in lower class. What is cellulose? Cellulose is that component which cannot be digested. Okay, so that is the main issue. So none of the animal can digest cellulose, which is the major component of food. Okay, and it cannot be eaten by herbivores. Okay, the plant eating animals digest their food into two steps. Remember, plant eating animals means herbivores digest the food into two steps. Their stomach is divided into four chamber. Yes, we can divide their stomach into four chamber. Means their stomach is divided into four parts: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Remember kids, our stomach is also divided into three parts, but it is not written in your book. That's why I have not told you. Okay, so the stomach of plant eating animal, it is divided into four parts: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Okay, but before it I want to explain you what is the meaning of ruminant. Ruminant, actually plant eating animals are actually known as ruminant. Okay, first of all, what happens? They chew the food, and half chewed food they do not chew completely. Animals like cow, buffalo, they do not chew grass completely, they chew it half. So half chewed food is swallowed, and it goes through the food pipe into rumen, into the first part of stomach, which is rumen, the first chamber of stomach. What is rumen? Rumen is the first chamber. So whatever is eaten by cow, buffalo, it goes into stomach. Where it is stored? It is stored in first part of stomach, first chamber of stomach, which is known as rumen. Okay, here it is acted upon by bacteria. Some bacteria are present in rumen, so it helps to digest the cellulose. Cellulose is present in grass, which cannot be digested. Okay, which cannot be digested. So some bacteria, some microorganisms are present in rumen which help to digest the cellulose. Okay, then what happens? Let's move. Then after rumen, the half digested food goes into second chamber. Second chamber name we know, reticulum. Yes, reticulum is the name of second chamber. Okay, from the reticulum the food is sent back to the mouth. Yes, remember, it is again sent back to the mouth. This is known as cud. Yes, the food which is sent back to the mouth, it is known as cud, C-U-D, cud. Okay, where it is again chewed. Now from reticulum it goes back into mouth, and these animal herbivores again chew it. Chewing of cud is known as rumination. This is known as rumination. So in mouth, you know, white kind of liquid is formed, white kind of bubbles are formed in animals. This is actually cud. Okay, so what do? They chew the cud. This process is called rumination. Rumination means chewing of the cud. Chewing of the curd is called rumination. Chewing of the curd is called rumination. Chewing of the curd is called rumination. Okay? Cow, goat, buffalo, sheep, bison. These are the good example of ruminating animal. Okay? After digestion and absorption, nutrients from food are taken to the cell in all parts of body. The cell oxidize the food and release energy. Yes. Then the food goes back into the remaining part, and then what happens after digesting? Absorption occur, okay, and nutrients from the grass, from leaves, different parts of plant are taken, and these nutrients goes into cell through blood vessels in different parts of body. Okay, then cell oxidize the food to release energy. Yes, oxidation, oxidize. Oxidize is a process of releasing energy. Okay, I hope you understood. Please write down all these. Try to remember. Now it's time to ask question from you. Let's move on the question. Okay, it's question number 1. What is a carnivorous animals? Give 2 examples. Carnivorous animal. I no need to tell you. It is actually extra question for you. Animals which eat the flesh of other animals are known as carnivorous animal. Question number 2. What is the function of digestive juice secreted by liver? Yes. What is the function of digestive juice secreted by liver? We know that bile juice is secreted by liver. Yes. Bile juice is secreted by liver. So, the digestive juice from the liver, the name is bile. Bile juice break up fat into tiny particle. Yes. Remember, bile juice plays an important role, help in digestion of fat. Okay. Question number 3. Name the organs that make up alimentary canal. Yes, which organ make up the alimentary canal? First organ is mouth, second is esophagus, third is stomach, fourth is small stomach, intestine, next is large intestine, then rectum. Okay. These are the parts of alimentary canal: mouth, esophagus, small intestine, large intestine, rectum. Okay, I hope you understood. Question number 4. Name the 4 type of teeth. Yes, we already know about it. In previous class we discussed about 4 type of teeth: incisor, canines, premolar and molar. Question number 5. Name the 4 compartment in ruminant stomach. Yes, 4 compartment in ruminant stomach. Ruminant, plant eating animals are known as ruminant. These are actually herbivores. Yes, and there are 4 chambers present in the stomach of ruminant animal like cow, buffalo, sheep, goat. Their stomach we can divide into 4 chambers, 4 part. First is rumen, second is reticulum, third is osmium, fourth is oomesum. Okay, fourth is oomesum. Okay, osmium, or you can call it oomesum. Okay, osmium, or you can call it oomesum. Okay, rumen, first part rumen, second part reticulum, third part is osmium, or you can call oomesum. Okay, and last part is abomesum. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's see some more question. Let's move on the next slide. Okay kids, it's time to ask. Choose the correct answer from you. Okay, question number 1. Movement of food through alimentary canal is called by which of these terms? Yes, movement of food which occur in alimentary canal, what do we call? You know, when we had been studying about esophagus, that time I told you that muscles which is present in esophagus, they do vibrational movement, means they do rhythmic contraction and relaxation movement. This movement we call it peristalsis. Yes, so B option is correct, peristalsis. Now question number 2. The liver produce which of these enzymes? Yes, Which of enzyme produced by liver? Can you guess? Amylase, trypsin, lipase, none of these. Kids, I told you that liver produce juice. Which juice? Bile juice. It means none of these. No enzyme is produced by liver. Okay? And small intestine. Liver release bile juice directly into small intestine. Yes, bile juice is in green color and it helps to digest the fat. Okay? Now let's see some more question. Let's move on the next slide. Okay kids, let's see some more question. Question number 5, 6, 7. Here is a mistake of writing the question number. Okay. Just only a simple mistake, single mistake, writing question number mistake and nothing else. So you no need to worry, just change the question number. Okay. Question number first, you can see on the screen, the wall of large intestine absorb which of these? Yes, large intestine, what does it absorb? Cellulose, digested food, oxygen, water. The correct answer is water. Yes. Do you remember kids? I told you that large intestine, it is 1.5 meter long. Yes. And why do we call it large intestine? Because its diameter is large, but the length is actually small. Okay. And what is the function of large intestine? It helps to digest water and salt. Okay. Question number 6. Which of the following is not part of ruminant stomach? Yes, which of these is not part of ruminant stomach? Reticulum, anus, omasum, abomasum, anus. Yes, anus is not the part of ruminant stomach. There are 4 part of stomach. Reticulum, omasum, rumen. First part is rumen, second part is reticulum, third part is omasum, fourth part is abomasum. Yes, remember kids, try to remember the name. Rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Question number 7. Bile is produced by which organ? Bile is produced by which organ? Pancreas, gallbladder, liver or stomach? Yes, the correct answer is liver. Liver is produced from liver produce bile juice. Yes, bile is stored in gallbladder. Gallbladder is small sac which is present in liver. And pancreas secrete pancreatic juice. Yes, pancreas secrete pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice help to digest carbohydrate, fat and protein. Yes. And gallbladder, no, gallbladder actually contains bile. Stomach also secrete digestive juice which is known as gastric juice. It helps to digest protein. Yes, remember kids, it helps to digest protein. And hydrochloric acid is also present with gastric juice. Gastric juice contains enzyme and hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria. Okay. Now at last I am going to tell you again, how does grass eating animals digest food. Okay, I am again explaining. Step number 1, first of all, grass eating animals chew the grass, but they do not chew completely. They chew it half, then half chew food goes into first chamber of mouth, which is known first chamber of stomach, which is known as rumen. In rumen, some bacteria acted to digest it. So these microorganisms, these bacteria digest the cellulose. Then it goes into second chamber, which is known as reticulum. In reticulum, also food digested. Then it sent back to the mouth as curd to be chewed again. chewing of cud is known as rumination, and such animals are called ruminating animals, or you can say ruminants. Okay? Cow, goat, buffalo, sheep, bison, these are the example of ruminating animal. After digestion and absorption, ruminants from food, nutrients from food taken to the cells in all parts of body, the cell oxidize the food and release energy. Okay? So I hope you understood. The chapter is completed. Next class we will study the new chapter. Now we will meet in next class. Bye bye.